just switching it. Look. Not bad. All right. Yo! What's going on, George? Is the stream alright? It might cut in and out because I'm out in the boonies and I don't know how well the service is going to hold up out here. Here we go. Saying I'm not going to be in Tucson until 11 p.m. It's pretty redonkulous, but invite everyone you know. I'm gonna stay live for at least an hour before Arizona plays. Oh, this fucking rental car I'm in has this seatbelt light, or not light, fucking sound that goes off. Even though I'm buckled in, it's like a defect or some shit. They better not pin that on me and say I fucking broke it. There's no reason to be beeping like every 30 minutes or 45 minutes it does it. So it's not enough to drive me crazy because it's going to stop in 30 seconds, but it's fucking annoying. I would blast tunes or something, but I don't want to get demonetized and kicked off of YouTube. I might fart and it will have the same melody as a fucking Lizzo song, and they're going to fucking put a strike to my channel saying that you can't play that music. Ooh, a bug splattered on my windshield. Remember how that's a conspiracy now? That Bill Gates is murdering all of the insect population and it's impossible for you to drive anywhere without with bug splattering on your windshield? Like that's something of yesteryear. I just bought these $13 sunglasses at some hillbilly gas station. If you're gonna chat as well, all two of you, do it in caps so it's easier for me to read. Alright, I got a thumbs up. I don't know how to reach more people or make this more interesting. It is what it is. We got a bubbly. Wow, you're all the way on episode 43, so you're going for it. I haven't recorded one in 2 weeks, which is tied for the longest I've ever gone in the 4 years, or the 3.5 years of doing one. But I've just been so fucking busy, and now driving for 12 straight hours. Clearly, I'm not going to get one done this week or weekend, but so if you do get through all of them, which I would be shocked, I'm about to record episode 204, in the next week or so, whenever I get back and then feel like it, I guess. Holy shit. There's some old, speed racer looking ass sports car that looked like it just got in a head-on collision. The whole hood of it was coke canned inward. So if you're wondering, it's 437 miles on this road straight right now. So yeah. I don't have a ton of interesting things to say. Just, I was listening to podcasts and checking the score of the Thanksgiving football. All caps, that's just like the Periscope girl using words. Oh. I'm such a hater when it came to that girl. I can admit. Because you know me, I used to rap for fucking years. So, when people are just, corny, just doing, lame freestyles, I roll my eyes. And then she wasn't funny to me either, so I don't know. And then we watched her movie, which clearly she's doing better than me. She got a fucking movie that's on, Amazon Prime, and I turned it off after, 30 minutes because it was horrible. Yeah, crashing on Thanksgiving. It's like happy holidays from the universe. George, can you send a Snapchat blast out to the friends? Uh-oh. There's detection at my door. It's probably just my neighbor, though. So yeah, are there any fun games to play while driving? I don't know. It's been 2 years since I've driven this distance. Since I moved to Austin, I've not driven. I mean, I've had a few like 4-hour trips. Happy Thanksgiving. Right back at you. So the reason I'm driving on Thanksgiving, a 12-hour drive, you're like, you're missing Thanksgiving, stupid. We're not doing it. Like, my family's doing our Thanksgiving celebration on Saturday because my sister has to work today. And just with scheduling, it's just easier to do it Saturday. So I got what I had to get done in Austin and just decided to leave. I wanted to leave like 3 hours ago. Like, I didn't leave until fucking almost 11. I wanted to be on the road by like 9 or 8. But I woke up at 9:22 and then got ready, and then by the time I left, it was 10:30 or whatever. So yeah, are there any like games that we can play? This was a lot more entertaining when I had Corey with me because we would just roast each other and talk shit and then have conversations. Like, it's more difficult being by yourself. How fast am I driving? 80 miles an hour. I'm going 80 in an 80. That's how street safe I am. I missed your comment, George. It's saying I have 10 hours and 12 minutes, 752 miles to reach my destination. I didn't even need gas right now, but I had to piss, so I just got it. I have 399 gallons left on this tank. So yeah. I counted dead animals. Well, I'm talking about something interactive with the fucking chat. There's a, holy shit, that was like a dead deer where half of its body was missing. It looked like the predator got a hold of that fucking thing. That was crazy. I mean, I would show you guys the street view, but it's kind of boring, right? On the road again. Man, on the road again. Pretty ugly, right? I mean, it's not uglier than my face, but still. It's not like any... I feel like throughout Texas, the scenery sucks ass because it's all flat. There's no fucking mountains. It's just like yellow and gray and shit. Once I get into like New Mexico and shit, it's gonna like... It starts to look a little better. Even though New Mexico is pretty ugly, at least there's like some mountains. Yeah, I don't know what this is going to do for my following or not. Here comes a fat semi-truck in front of me. I was going to go on Twitcasting, George, but I feel like that's pointless. I mean, it's definitely not pointless, but if I'm trying to grow a YouTube audience. Who's the sexiest comedian? I don't know. Fuck it, Ralphie May, just to be weird. I'm just kidding. I don't know. To be honest, there are like a lot of super hot female comedians, and 90% of them aren't funny at all. It's like, how much fucking attention do you need? You're 29, you're hot as fuck, and now you need to go on stage and be a comedian too? Like, I don't understand. And I'm not saying if you're a hot chick you can't be funny or you shouldn't be a stand-up. but a majority of them are just like this is the last thing you fucking need. Molly who? Oh, Molly. I see her like every fucking day. What does that say? Fort McCavert State Historic Site. See, had I left like 3 hours earlier, like I should have, I would have felt better about stopping and exploring more. I still have nothing to do until my show's tomorrow, but still, it would be better if it was like 3 hours earlier right now. Do I want kids? Not kind of, maybe. I mean, if I never have kids, it's fine. If I do, I'm just so focused on stand-up and, you know, trying to pave a career right now that I haven't thought about it a lot. I mean, it's possible, I guess, but it's not something that I'm, like, heavily focused on. For the rest of the commoners, there's only going to be 3 of us on stage this weekend, so there's plenty of stage time. Wow, this is boring, huh? Keep asking questions. George, did you share the stream, or is everyone just being lame? And they're like, we're having Thanksgiving with our fat aunt right now. We can't watch Ali drive down the street for no fucking reason. If you don't live in the... Try to type in caps if you can. But what do you mean by if you don't? I have a godson in it. Where would I be if I didn't live in the United States? Since I'm a ignorant American who hasn't traveled abroad like that, I don't really have anything to like compare to or judge. So I really don't know. I hear the UK is nice. They at least speak the same language as me, and it's, you know, I know a lot of stand-ups that are either from there or who go there, and, you know, it seems to work. But I need to start traveling more. If I start making more money, I'm definitely gonna, you know, go to different continents and shit. Now, this is a really boring stretch right now. $743 miles to go, guys. Almost there. How about this? Think of like a melody, not like a, you know, what is your next big move? I mean, just to continue to get on stage and get booked at more clubs. I'm pretty content in Austin right now, so I got booked at this club that I've been trying to get into for like a year, December 23rd, so that's a nice little, you know, win, I guess. But here's what I was saying is, think of like a simple melody, and I'll try to mimic it with my horn. Austin, yeah, Austin was the big move. Yeah, I'll give you an example, like Jingle Bells, like Jingle bells, jingle bells, like that. And now this person driving this big rig thinks I'm a fucking lunatic. I have 3 cats. Gizmo, Nuna, and Chloe. Mozart. I can't even think of a fucking Mozart song. I know he's super famous, but my mind is pudding right now. 37 miles till the next city. See, I can't think of what that is. That's how fucking stupid I am. Once I heard it, I would know exactly what it is, but clearly I'm driving and I can't Google or look up anything right now. Let's keep it holidays. How about that? Holiday melodies. Jingle honking. The 12 days of Christmas, like... Could you hear it without me mimicking it at the same time? Like humming it? This was a funner and funnier activity in my head. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I can't change the pitch of the honk, so it's just kind of like very bland. George, did you share this? Everyone's just being lame? Wildcats play in like 45 minutes. I might try to pay attention to that in a little bit. And I am lame. Let's be lame together. $10 hours and 2 minutes, guys. Any minute now. I'm shocked that this connection is staying. I mean, I can't tell if it's choppy for you guys, but fucking 18 minutes into this and it has not cut off yet. And I'm in like the middle of nowhere. Look at this shit. Happy birthday to Jesus. Happy birthday to you. Boom. Damn it, we gained another viewer and then they left. They're like, who's this asshole honking at nothing? Maybe I should just go into it casting and say, fuck this. Figure out how to get more followers on YouTube. I need to post more content is the real thing. Kentucky to Florida. That's amazing. There's no real mountains. Like, it's kind of hilly around here, but this is not fucking mountains. When I'm talking mountains is when you look to your right or your left, you see like legit mountainscapes. Texas is mostly flat. 59 minutes. We've cracked under 10 hours. I guess everyone's too fucking busy on Thanksgiving to come and join me during this boring ass drive. Uh-oh, up to 4 people now. Grabbing these sunglasses was a good idea. It does make a difference. Let me do a roll call. Who all is here right now? Say hi. I was in Arizona 4 years ago. We took a plane. Where in Arizona did you go? So this is my 4th time going back to Arizona since living in Austin in a little over 2 years. This is my first time driving back though. The first 2 times, or the first 3 times was a plane. But it was $800 fucking dollars for a flight. Phoenix and the Grand Canyon. So Phoenix and my ex-girlfriend's crotch, basically. Obviously kidding. But yeah, $800 for a round trip flight. So I rented a car instead, even though I didn't necessarily have to rent a car. I have a car, but it was just like, I don't feel like putting 2,000 plus more miles on my car when I drive to so many comedy shows and I do Uber Eats and DoorDash all the fucking time too. I just need to give my car a break. Yeah, you're a little closer. I'm sure I could have looked into like Frontier. Have you ever flown Frontier? They make you sign a waiver that there's a chance you're going to be dead. They don't really do that, but it's a fucking horrible airline. They don't even fly out of the airport, I heard, now. They have their own separate, like, off-site mini airport for Frontier. Back in like 2018, I went to Atlanta, Georgia, and we flew on Frontier, and it was fucking terrible. Yeah, they're fucking awful. I went to a Minnesota Vikings Atlanta Falcons NFL game. Those were back in my drinking days. I remember I blacked out after the game. Parking area, 1 mile. Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. Uh-oh, up to 5 people. Roll call, who else here? Yo, Bex, what's up? Welcome to the Drivecast, or whatever the hell the children call it these days. You know, it was either this or me putting on a podcast. If I did Frontier, they require fist fighting skills. No, I had to take it off of YouTube. I probably had like the first like 170 on YouTube, and then episodes were getting pulled and getting strikes against them. And I realized I only was getting like 50 listeners on YouTube, which is still valuable and it matters, but a huge majority of my listeners are on like Spotify and Apple, and my YouTube page is on the brink of being like deleted outright, so I just stopped uploading new ones and then put all the previous ones on private, and I'm just like, I'm done putting this shit on YouTube. Up to 7 people now, let's go. This might be the most boring drive in America. from central Texas to South Arizona. I'm telling you, look at this. God damn it. I wonder how many of these trucks have illegal aliens in them. What do you guys think? I have some beef jerky and some string cheese, and I got sunflower seeds on my last stop. But I don't feel like being disgusting and eating sunflower seeds while streaming, so I'm going to save that for later. Considering I have 9 hours and 50 more minutes of this shit, there'll be plenty of time to crack into it. I forgot my fucking tripod, though. I knew I was going to forget something. You know? Dude, Corey would eat a whole honey-baked ham with his fucking hands. And no napkins. He doesn't give a fuck. Did I forget my tripod? Yeah, I did. Well, that's lame. On guard. Yo. On God. Yeah. Why? I read on guard like you're fucking sword fighting. Here's this fucking sound again. So, for those just joining, this rental car I'm in plays this fucking beeping sound like every 30 minutes, like the seatbelt sensor, but I'm fucking buckled up, so I don't know what the fuck it's doing. Yeah, you think about how many drugs and illegals that we're driving by in these trucks right now. I would say at least every 10th truck has either illegals or drugs or both. Is that? Do you think that's too high? Every 10th truck has either one, possibly. About to hit the pin. This Mexican food, fuck yeah. I'm gonna have some Mexican food in Tucson for sure. Here's a controversial take. Mexican food is better in Arizona than Texas. Wait, is there something heavy on the passenger seat? Yeah, but I thought that was the case, like, because I rented this car Tuesday, and it was still doing it when nothing was on the fucking seat, so I know that it's some defect. Try lock. How the fuck do you lock a seat? I don't even know what that means. So, for those just joining, try to comment in caps because it's hard to read the chat. I mean, I can lean in like this, but bro, Texas is a lot of just big talk, honestly. I like it for the most part, overall, but they need to shut up about a lot of things. And not just the food. There's like 17 things I could list. But yeah, they act like they have the best fucking food on the planet. And Mexican food specifically. I'm like, okay, your barbecue is pretty fucking good. This Tex-Mex shit is okay, but calm down. You know how many fucking bland-ass, horrible tacos are in Austin? Yeah, they think Whataburger is like authentic, like the best burger that money can buy. It's like, it's still fucking fast food, okay? It's like a little bit better than Burger King. Calm the fuck down. I still say it's better than In-N-Out, though. That's my controversial statement of the day. The In-N-Out sucks shit. I'd fasten all the seat. I tried it with the seatbelt, too. It still doesn't work, George. I put the seatbelt on with nothing there, and it still doesn't do shit. It still keeps every 30 to 45 minutes, it plays the fucking beeping. Luckily, it stops after like 20 seconds, so it's not going to drive me fucking crazy. Alright, it's getting a little greener out here. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm still in Texas for a while. I got 9 hours and 48 minutes, 720 miles to go. And a majority of this drive is Texas. I would say like 70%, 75% of this drive is all Texas. And then it's a little bit of New Mexico and then Arizona and then I'm home. You can drive in Texas for like 12 hours and still be in Texas. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I would say at least 8 of these hours is Texas driving. Because it's about 8.5 hours to El Paso, which is like the very end point of Texas. Fuck yeah, you could. No, not only could you fit the whole world's population in Texas, it's very true. You can give them a significant amount of space, too. I forgot what it was, but there's like, you can do over an arm's length between each person, too. The world is, I mean, overpopulation, I feel like, is a myth. Within the construct that we have and the systems in place, maybe it is. Maybe overpopulation is real, but based on land and size and geography, we could have 20 times the amount of people based on just like what fits. Not saying that we should or that's a good thing, but like look at this. I'm driving through, ocean-sized amounts of fucking distance, and there's not a soul around besides there's a truck right there, there's 2 cars right there, and then there's nothing but empty land. When you really think about it. It's fucking crazy. Lots of vacant space. Yeah. Look at that. Not one fucking person in sight. Think about how many people you could drive by. Like, hundreds of people probably for every 10 seconds. If you just think about it. If people were lined up in like a single file line. I'm officially speeding now. I'm ready to crack open these sunflower seeds. They only had one fucking flavor. I was like, what is this bullshit? Mobbing. I haven't used that word in fucking 10 years. We used to always say that shit. We're mobbing over there. What fucking meth chemistry set does he have underneath that black blanket? Or whatever the fuck that is. Tarp? Yeah, I totally would blast the music right now, but YouTube is bullshit. Everything's a copyright strike. The fucking AI, so when it comes to YouTube's like, identifying music and copyright strikes, I remember like real early on in my podcasting, maybe episode 20 something, I talked about this homeless people fight that I saw. I saw 2 homeless dudes duke it out and like get in a crazy fist fight. And I played the Rocky 4 music when Drago's fighting Rocky, like the in the ring music, maybe for like 15 seconds, and talked about these 2 homeless dudes punching the shit out of each other. And then I go to my YouTube later, and the episode had a strike against it saying copyright, and I looked it up and it was for that song. I was like, 15 seconds or 20 seconds of that song, 30 minutes into the episode, that only 20 people have listened to this episode. How the fuck do they know? They have like, they scan for it or something. Like they're able, like using some form of AI to scan an episode and pick up on fucking sounds. Dude, I almost saw almost saw a homeless dude fight a security guard the other day. Fucking bum fights. Bum fights was hilarious. Remember that dude who created bum fights and went on Dr. Phil, dressed as Dr. Phil, and got kicked off? Yeah, people pop in and out. I understand this is not the most entertaining format, but it keeps me occupied, and I feel like it's better than nothing. Yeah, Google that if you get a chance. Type in "bum fights Dr. Phil," and the dude walks on stage dressed identical with a whole bald, fucking fake bald head and everything, and Dr. Phil's like, "Get off my stage," or however the fuck he sounds. "You need to get out of here." BMI tracks every single song. What the fuck is BMI? Body mass index? Dude, probably 6 years ago, we were gonna do a bum podcast. Me and this other stand-up comedian who I was friends with at the time, and we were just gonna find homeless people and give them a case of beer or cigarettes, and then sit down and interview them, and then make it a podcast. I know that's not the most original idea. I'm sure other people have done it, but we were because we used to go on Periscope and walk around hammered, and we would just interact with homeless people. This would make a good podcast. And I remember one time, those crazy people that stand on the street corner with a megaphone and they just scream about Jesus and shit and being saved and the Bible, this, whatever. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. But there was this dude standing on the fucking corner. This is downtown Tucson, and this is when I had a really big Periscope following. And I'm like, should I go fuck with this guy? He's spitting facts. Right. So I was just should I go fuck with this guy? And I wasn't gonna be mean, but I was just gonna ask him questions and just agree with everything that he was saying just for fun. And I walk up to this dude, and within 2 minutes, he's crying, talking about how his son died in his arms. And when Billy passed away in my arms, and he was sobbing, talking about his dead son. And I was like, all right, thanks you, God bless you, have a good day. And I left, and I'm like, I'm not gonna troll this guy, this is fucking tragic. It went south. It went from let's make fun of this crazy Jesus freak guy to him sobbing about his dead son dying in his arms, and it just went south so quickly. I was like, oh shit. Dude, it was super awkward. I'm kind of pissed off that the Arizona State game is in Phoenix or in Tempe this year. If it was in Tucson, I'd have tried to go to it. Who knows what happens to a lot of these people? This is, like I said, this is 6 years ago. All I know is Elon needs to bring back Periscope. I don't know what the fuck he's waiting for. I mean, I understand, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm pretty fucking stupid overall, and I don't know a lot about the whole laws when it comes to royalties and copyright infringement. But how are you taking money from somebody if you're just sitting around with 3 people watching you blasting a song for 2 minutes? Somehow that's illegal? It's fucking dumb. Just I saw Twitch was giving people strikes for playing their own music. There was people playing music that they made themselves, that they created. They're the creator, and they were getting strikes and getting their channel banned and shit for their own music. That's how outrageous it's becoming now. What is this? Is this a checkpoint? Oh, it's just a dramatic drop in the speed limit. I've done this. I need to make another Discord. I have a Discord. I just rarely use it. What did that say? Over 6 seconds is theft. That's so dumb. Why make it available to the fucking public then? You only have to listen to it in headphones and that's it. No one else can know that you're listening to it. It's such fucking bullshit. I can understand if you're Joe Rogan or you have a podcast that has, 300,000 listeners, but oh yeah, someone is just farting in their car as 3 people watch. Somehow that's taking away from the artist if I play their song. Kind of disappointed more of the crew didn't show up for this. For no good reason, it's 55 miles an hour right now. Went from 80 to 55 just for the chance that there's some fat ass cop sitting in the fucking corner and wants to pull you over. Well, they don't distinguish personal use for business on YouTube. As long as it's live and being broadcasted in any way, they consider it some form of theft. Deer crossing. I don't think I've gotten to it yet, but there's this crazy stretch when I first moved to Austin where there's all those signs that say, deer crossing warning, and literally like every 200 feet there's a big like blood splatter where you can see where people hit deers. So I was driving crazy slow. I had the 3 cats in the back and I was driving super slow. Like, you know how many deers have been annihilated by vehicles out here? Looks like I started losing connection because the numbers dipped. It's kind of a relaxing drive though, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'll come back on Twit Casting in a little while. Why is it hot? Just cruising. Cruising USA. Remember that game? I sold that game for like $60. A Nintendo 64 Cruising USA game. Has the connection cut out for you guys? Cruising USA. I remember the music. Cruising, yeah, Cruising USA. Someone is texting me. Let's see if it lets me look at the text while being on YouTube. I doubt it. Let's see. Ah, it does. I got choppy for a little bit. Maybe I'll do more of these stupid driving streams. In Austin, it's fucking chaos, though. I think Austin might be the most overrated city in America. And I've traveled a lot, not like enough to just have a full picture of the whole United States and what cities matter, but based on reputation and how people just fucking brag about it, it chopped briefly since starting. Rest area 1 mile. I'm good though. We're up to 4 people here. What is this? Wasn't Reno the most overrated? Reno? Do people even like Reno like that? It's funny how it just played that text message out loud. $55 miles an hour. Fucking bullshit. Let's see. Let's take a look. It's beautiful, isn't it? What's more beautiful than this? You can't think of it or even name it. I didn't know Reno had a good reputation, or I thought it is what it is. People act like Austin is like the greatest thing that's ever happened on earth. It's ugly, it's overpriced, it smells like urine. but comedy really matters there, and it's not boring, and it's where I'm at right now, so I'm fine with it for at least a couple more years. And I'm more beautiful than that. And that says something, doesn't it? Alright. I don't know if there's a checkpoint or not. Not that I give a shit, but I always forget. I feel like there shouldn't be, considering for a couple of reasons. I'm not really going that south right now. So I'm not close to the border like that, and it's Thanksgiving. Austin city limits when you're a kid. Oh, the festival? Fuck all those fucking festivals. They just fuck up the town that already sucks enough the way it is. And then South by Southwest or Austin city limits or whatever the fuck it is, just, it's like, okay, now there's more traffic, even though it already can't sustain the everyday fucking traffic here. And when you're an idiot like me that does DoorDash every fucking day, it just makes your life a nightmare. Someone gave me a $40 tip yesterday, though. That was clutch. I don't even think I'm eligible for super chats on here. Am I, George? I think you have to have like 1,000 followers, right? Ozona. We're about to enter Ozona, Texas. Connection bunk again. This guy said, fuck the speed limit. I don't give a shit. I got dead bodies in the back of my Ford pickup truck. Back down to 65 again. See, they want to get you. I think the connection went out or something. Either that or I'm just boring as shit and no one's... Oh, it's still good? Yeah, Jojo, look into it for me as far as super chats go. Not that I'm expecting any in such a small group of people, but I don't even know if I'm eligible. I think I have to have at least 1,000 in order to have any type of monetization on here. Because when I did this with Corey on his YouTube channel last week, we made like $100, or I should say he made $100 from super chats, but I think it's because he has like 1,600 followers. I guess I'm the old man on the road because everyone is speeding by me, but it said 65 and I'm going fucking 75 and everyone's flying by me. $693 miles. Dude, Noah Fafita, I mean, I don't want to get crazy here, and it would never happen, but I feel like that he doesn't get talked about enough. Like, homeboy's like low-key like Heisman. I'm not saying he is the Heisman, but he should be top 5. Had he started the whole fucking year, they would have beat Mississippi State. And, you know, they lost to Washington in the USC game. They should have went for 2 in the first fucking overtime and didn't. But one less loss is a big deal. They'd probably be top 10 instead of number 15. They'd probably be about 10. They still have a chance at the Pac-12 title game if Oregon State beats Oregon, but that's not going to happen. It's in fucking Oregon. They're probably going to lose by 30. Oregon is legit. Really? Dude, he's only 5'8", they say. He's listed at 5'11", and then he says personally he's actually 5'9", and then other people around him say no, he's 5'8", which is fucking tiny for a quarterback. Okay, I need 1,000 subscribers. Invite your friends to fucking subscribe to me, damn it. What am I at, like 398? Fucking pathetic. I need to go live more. Maybe I'll just do this all the time. I have a fuck ton of stand-up clips, but I just don't want to post all my jokes on YouTube like that. I'm not a big fan of the Reels thing. I like, if you want to see me do jokes, come to a fucking show. This is for shit like, YouTube's for shit like this and for like my TikTok memes and shit. Bro, he's like the best receiver in Arizona history or some shit like that. Or at least close to it. Uh-oh. I'm out of bubbly. Yeah, this is a boring-ass drive. I think I'm going to end at the hour mark and then recalibrate. Maybe I'll go in twig casting. Really? Yeah, this Arizona team, I can't believe that they're this good. I never expected it. And then they're about to be number 2 in basketball as well. And that's, I'm repping right now. See that? They play Michigan State in like 15 minutes. I don't know where the game is at. I think it's in California or something. I'm pretty sure it's in California. They should beat the brakes off of Michigan State. I think. They've already lost twice. See, here's that fucking sound again. They've been averaging like 100 a game. They've been playing like, I mean, they beat Duke at Duke, which is about as good of a win as you can fucking ask for. Duke was number 2 at the time, and then they played, you know, some really dog shit teams, but that's every team does, though. But now they have Michigan State, and then they play Purdue, and then they play Alabama, then they play Florida Atlantic, who went to the Final Four last year, who's also ranked, and they play Wisconsin as well, you know, a Big Ten team that's usually ranked. So they have a fucking hell of a schedule this year. Sean Miller never scheduled like that. Yeah, fucking Zach Edey. They beat Marquette last night, who had just beat Kansas the day before in that Maui Invitational tournament. I don't think Zach Edey's going to make a good pro. I just think he's just this gigantic, oversized fucking ogre looking like Frankenstein, and it works in college, and maybe he'll make the NBA, but he's not. He'll be like Sean Bradley. He's a guy who's going to average like 10 points and like 5 blocks, and then yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he's a defensive, you know, nightmare, I guess, but he's not going to be like Yao Ming or something. Dude, I saw this mixtape of this dude. I don't know where he plays, but he's 7'7", and he's in high school, and he just committed to Florida. And I watched this Instagram Reels video of him where he's not even jumping and he's dunking. I'm not kidding. Like, he literally just goes on his tippy toes and is dunking over people. And he looks well built too. He doesn't look like a Wembanyama or some shit. He looks kind of like he's still skinny, but he's like relatively built for someone that's that fucking tall. 7'7". Dude, it's crazy insane. Is this a cop behind me? No, it's just another white truck. Oh, I went up to 8 people for a second. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruising up and down the road. You remember those commercials? If I had money, I tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or 2. Crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road. Now I'm gonna get a copyright strike against me. Being like, that Randy Travis song you sang goes up against our rules. Periscope needs to come back, man. I miss it. Bro, it was so much fucking fun. Nothing is ever going to emulate or be able to replace Periscope circa 2016 to 2020. That 4-year run can't be fucked with. I used to get people so riled up on there. I remember one time there were these dudes. I used to tell this as a joke on stage too. I don't even remember where I took it, but there were these dudes in Cleveland, Ohio, and they were doing a rap cipher, and they were all drinking fucking 40s. Yo, London. They were all drinking 40s, and they sucked at freestyling too, so I was kind of like roasting them. And what did I say? Oh, there was this dude. He looked like, like he was in like his late 30s maybe, and he had a horrible hairline. Like his shit went way back, and I said, if you could run the way your hairline does, you'd win Olympic gold. Or I said something like that. And this dude is like reading the chat, and he goes crazy. He goes, "Where you at, motherfucker? Where the fuck you at? What you claim?" And he pulls out a gun. He goes, "Pull through, motherfucker!" And he's saying the N-word every other word too, which I don't, I normally don't mind saying that if I'm telling a fucking story, but we're on YouTube right now, and I don't feel like being fucking, demonetized, canceled, and deleted. But he was just, "Motherfucker, I'll fucking kill you." It was hilarious. Where are the Russians? Oh, and another time I almost got a dude killed. So there used to be, I've told this story a few times. There used to be this guy in Montgomery, Alabama. He was this big, bald, black dude, and this dude was just trying to find his niche. Like, he would do prank call streams. He would do roast me streams. He would do all kind of freestyle. Just like whatever was like, could go, hashtag and go viral, he would try to do it. And one day he was sitting in his truck, and I'm just like roasting him, and he was getting pissed off, like, "Fuck you, where you at, motherfucker? Come try to say that to my face." And I looked up like on the map, and then I went to like Montgomery, Alabama, and I was able to know like basically like the cross streets he was at, and I was like, "You're on like Mockingbird and 5th, motherfucker, I'm coming right now." And then he like took it serious, like, "Well, pull through, motherfucker." And I was like, "You see that? That's me in the green shirt." And some other dude who I didn't even know started teaming up with me and was like riling this dude up. And I swear to God, he started getting paranoid and looking around, and he pulls out a gun and fucking cocks it and turns and looks, and there's some guy walking his dog and walks by. So like, he could have shot and killed this guy walking his dog because he believed I was coming for him by the shit I was talking in the chat room. Bro, I actually got, when you get like that knot in your stomach? I actually got that. I was like, is he gonna shoot this guy? Shit was wild. Right. 680 miles to go. Who else still here? I just saw London was here for a second. This does make the drive a little bit more entertaining and, easier to deal with. I'm not going to be in Arizona until 11 p.m. So I'm staying with my mom. Bro, it was crazy. People had no shame. I'm still in Texas for at least 5 more hours. I remember people shooting up heroin and just passing out. I remember there was this person, I saw them a couple times. They were in Las Vegas. They would shoot up heroin, and then it looked like they died. They would just go, and they wouldn't move for like 10 minutes. And then I'd go back, and they'd be up moving around just like fast, just like super alert and aware, talking like I'm talking right now. I'm just like, I thought you died. What the fuck is happening right now? And remember when that chick, I don't even know how or why she was periscoping it. There was some girl who was periscoping in her car, like I am right now, but the phone was like over to this side, so you could see like out the driver's window right here, driver's side. and she was drunk and passed out, and the cops showed up and had to bust out her window because she was hammered in a parking lot and not responding. And you could see the cops like, "Wake up, ma'am!" And they ended up smashing the window out. I remember Jelly shared it. I'm pretty sure it was Jelly who shared it. When I'm saying Jelly, she was a chick who used to hang out with us on Periscope all the time. Oh, and then another one she shared. There were these women who were held hostage, basically. It was in Russia, and it was like an older lady, like I would say like in her 50s, and they were wearing like Mardi Gras masks, so you couldn't really see like their identity completely. They had like those, you know, like a blue, like glitter-filled mask with like feathers on it and shit, and it was like some 50-something-year-old woman and then like a teenage, or maybe like 21-year-old woman. And they were like dancing in bikinis to like techno music, like, and some fat Russian dude with a gun, with no shirt on, wearing just like underwear, walks by the screen with like a revolver and just walks by, and they continue to dance. And I'm like, I think that they're not allowed to leave, and this fat Russian mob boss with a fucking gun is holding them there against their will. It was fucking crazy. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And what are you going to do about that? Like, if this was in, like, Idaho or in California, you could probably call the police and get a wellness check or get someone to locate where they're at. They're somewhere in Moscow or some shit. Like, you call the cops, like, yeah, that's Boris. Boris is a good guy. Why you bother us? And they just, no one checks on them. Like, there's no way anything would be done about that. Why are you bothering Vladimir? He's a good guy. Of course he has women over there. What are you talking about? Why would he not? It would be a big deal if he did not have women over there. Yeah, nothing's ever gonna surpass the good old days of Periscope. Unless they bring it back somehow. I'm fucking shocked how well this connection has stayed this whole time. 9 hours and 13 minutes left. So yeah, if you're new here, follow me. I'm going to go live again at some point. But the Arizona game is going to start here soon, and you know me. I got to listen to the game or something. We're playing Michigan State. Vladimir. $674 miles. Follow me on Twitcasting too. Go to your whatever app store and download Twitcasting, and then look up Ollie USA 86, same as on here. That's where I do all the movies and shit. A miniature. I can't tell what that emoji is. Hell yeah. Thank you for hanging out. That was fun. Over an hour. I planned on only going an hour, so. But then the numbers keep spiking right now. I'm about to end and I go from 2 to 7 people. Why do I have to piss again already? I don't even know what city I'm in right now. Oh, it's 9 hours and 11 minutes to my destination. Let me take a roll call. If you're here, give me a thumbs up. Because this is the most people that have been in the live since I started. Yeah, there you go. George will give you the deets. Now I have that fucking Ford truck song in my head. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruising up and down the road. Alright, nobody's still here. Giraffe. Back up to 9 people. Alright, let me see where I'm at. It says Cornstalk, Sterling City. What hillbilly bullshit is that? I'm from Cornstalk, Sterling City. Yeah. We got stalks and corn. That's it. Nothing else. We
We got one fucking gas station. I work there.
Yeah, there's a lot of lurkers here. I'm gonna have to stop to take a leak here in the next 30 minutes, I would say. Dairy Queen. Should I get ice cream? I'd probably shit my pants. I never eat ice cream. I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, but I'm just not used to sugar like that. Sonic. You know it drives me up a wall, and I don't even eat it, so I don't give a fuck. When people call Sonic Sonics. Have you had Sonics? It's good. It's like, well, where the fuck is the extra S coming from? Sonics. Let's go to Sonics. Like, I've seen these random, like, food reviews. Like, I watched, like, a bunch of food reviews, like, 2 months ago. Now the algorithm on YouTube thinks that's all I give a fuck about. And there'll be some, like, idiot sitting in his car, like, alright, my first time trying Sonics. I got myself the chili dog. And he's just, like, eating this Sonic food in his fucking car. Alright, I think I'm going to end this, you guys. And turn on the Arizona Wildcats basketball game, and I'll be back again at some point. I still have 9 fucking hours of this shit, so in a couple hours I'll be back. Follow me if you don't already. I'll see you guys soon.